Good afternoon, and welcome to this fucking thing. Apparently, there's a lot of news, a lot of rumors, a lot of chitter chatter. For those of you who don't know what the definition of chitter chatter means, light and lively discussion, trivial, nonsensical, or incessant talk. Chitter chatter, noun. Merriam-Webster. Sony, itchy neck. You guys get that ever? Apparently Sony may be teasing a PS5 exclusive bit of information next week at CES 2020. CES press conference, excuse me. Anyway, this article is from Push Square, or just Push. Did Sony just tease the PS5 reveal at CES 2020 press conference next week? The future is coming. That's not the only thing that's coming, buddy. This is by Robert Ramsey, posted this morning. Stating, this is a tricky one. Sony's website has been updated with a teaser for its CES 2020 press conference, which is taking place Monday, January 6th. And the website reads, "The future is coming. Ominous." Of course, it's not difficult to immediately think of the PlayStation 5's big reveal, which has long been rumored to be an early 2020 event. An unveiling of next-gen console at CES 2020 certainly seems possible, but is it actually happening? Here's the thing. CES is a long-running event where Sony usually flaunts its non-PlayStation products. Traditionally, the company holds a relatively short press conference that covers the firm's electronics, things like televisions, phones, along with the occasional prototype tech that's being worked on behind closed doors. Again, traditionally, Sony's CES showings have little to do with PlayStation, but with the PS5 on the horizon, this year could be different. And yes, the press conference will be live streamed. It begins at 5 p.m. Blah, blah, blah. Could this be the reveal? Okay. Does it matter? No. Well, we do want to see what the design is. We know it's coming. Who cares? It's just hype at this point. And I'm excited for the hype train to start, but I think we may get a trailer similar to Xbox's, where they kind of just show some of the futuristic content. I don't know if we're going to do a console reveal, though. That seems... Sony's pretty secretive. Microsoft has just been so much in the news lately that it made more sense for them to do that. I don't know if we're going to see that here. I hope so. However, it would be great. I'm pretty excited about it. There's a lot of interesting pieces of information floating around the PS5 and how that this article from Express, which is written by Dion Dasanayake. I'm trying, buddy. This basically talks about how a lot of titles are still coming out for Sony in 2020 with the PS4. I don't know if there's going to be any big titles for Microsoft coming out. Nothing exclusive, that is. Where we still have Last of Us 2, Cyberpunk, which is obviously a multiple console game. Ghost of Tsushima, which is, I think, a PlayStation 4 game. Basically, it talks about how next gen Sony and Microsoft are launching with more games than just like one or two. Microsoft has about 16. And yes, here we go. While Microsoft has bought a number of studios ahead of the Xbox X launch, having up to 16 exclusives on day one would be an unprecedented number. Hold on. Okay, that's what I thought. It's claimed that the Xbox Series X... I thought I had something wrong. I apologize. Here's my concern. Now, I think before there was a big gap between console gaming and PC gaming. And now I think we have to worry about the contender of VR. Half-Life is coming out. People are already writing about how it's their most anticipated game of 2020. While I don't think Half-Life is going to all of a sudden come out and then everyone's going to play it and then the next 30 games that come out after that are all VR. I do not think that's going to happen. But I'm curious if these consoles that are coming out are going to be anticipating the boost that Half-Life will give to VR. I'm just interested in that. This is just a theory, but if Half-Life is the revolutionary title that it has been in the past with graphics and physics and gunplay and stuff like that, well, why won't it be like that for VR? If you watch the trailer, it looks amazing. It looks like a fully polished AAA title for VR. Now, Sony is really into VR, but Microsoft has stated that they're not. And Microsoft even made a statement saying that it's not what the fans have asked for. Sony kind of fired back saying, well, you don't always make things based on what people are asking for, which is just what Half-Life is, right? So it's not that when Half-Life comes out, everyone's dropping their consoles and going to PC. That's not what's going to happen. I know that. But I think this is going to be a step in the right direction for what VR can be. And if you're launching the new generation with 16 just regular titles, there could be great games. There's always going to be room for that kind of stuff. But tech it's more than just a tool that we use. We're interacting with it more and more on a daily basis. Google has integrated radar tech into their phones where you can swipe to change the track. There's Face ID everywhere. There are folding displays, things that allow us to be more immersed in our technology, putting bigger things into our pocket, making it a part of us rather than just a tool that's sitting on the table, which is what an Xbox and a PlayStation is. It's a tool to play games. So basically what I'm getting at is I'm interested to see where this intersection takes place. Are we going to just have another generation of 8K fucking 240 hertz gaming experiences where we're playing Horizon Dawn on just a big screen in our living room like we have been for the last decade? Or is the experience going to enhance? Can these consoles adapt to the experience that VR can provide, or more interactive experiences? As we saw when Xbox Connect came out, it didn't do very well. And it wasn't because necessarily that the tech wasn't there. I don't think people were interested in it because of the package deal Microsoft presented. I just think it was presented poorly. So between streaming services for games, cloud gaming, VR, and the new generation, I think we're going to see a lot happen to the industry. And I'm just interested to see who rises and who falls. And I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments section below. And as you can see, this writer, he's talking about Half-Life and how great it seems. Every detail in the first trailer had me in an absolute shock. This game seems to pull from the best ideas that Half-Life 2 introduced while exploring the lingering questions the franchise has left us. Okay, that's narrative stuff. The truth is, VR often left me wanting more since I feel that the medium is still several notches shy of true immersion. This is what makes me excited for Half-Life 3. I've been contemplating buying a VR headset for the last few weeks based off of this trailer alone. And I know I'm not the only person out there. So again, where does this intersection take place? We won't know until after this game comes out in March or April. Once we see what Cyberpunk does to the industry, there's a lot of big pivotal points in 2020 that interest me. The launch of Half-Life Alyx, the launch of Cyberpunk, the launch of both consoles, cloud gaming, which could be 2020, 2021, and throwing all that in the blender of consumerism, capitalism, and seeing where the gaming industry lands on its feet. And also, the music industry, the entertainment industry, they're going to be doing their own things. and all these industries pull from one another, and they all are, I don't want to say they're close, but it's a hop, skip, and a jump from one to the next. And I just think we have a lot of exciting things to look forward to. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Catch you in the next one. My name is Chitter Chatter, signing out.